Welcome into the Extra Point here in A to Z Sports, powered by TennesseeTickets.com. If you want some A to Z Sports gear, head over to our site, shop.A2ZSportsNashville.com for any of our t-shirts, pullovers, polos, and hats. Shop.A2ZSportsNashville.com. And Zach, after the season ended, Titans outside linebacker and pass rusher Brian Orakpo announced his retirement from the NFL. So what comes to mind when you think about Brian Orakpo with the Tennessee Titans?
Honestly, it is leadership in a time in need, because he came over in 2015 when they were the worst team in the NFL. Brian Orakpo had been an experienced veteran, but he had been riddled by injury. He had torn his pectoral muscles. He just had up and down seasons. Well, when he came to the Titans, besides this past year when he had struggled with injury, he was consistent and he was a leader. He was a captain. People rally around him. So all my time spending with Brian Orakpo, talking to him, very nice dude. Like, he was a great guy. And I think everybody took to that. He on a roster that really flipped, he was the guy that was stood alone. I mean, he stood there and did a great job for this franchise. So I say leadership in a time in need, because they really needed that when you were going through the Tommy Smith, Ken Wisenhunt days.
A lot of transition.
Everything was up in the air.
Yeah, and Brian Orakpo, you mentioned with Washington, a bunch of injuries, 2 pectoral tears. He only missed 3 games with the Titans, and that was the last 3 games of his NFL career, unfortunately, and now he has since retired. But 4 years, just 26 sacks, which doesn't sound like a ton when you look at numbers around the NFL, but his first 3 years, he was really productive. This year, not so much. And I think of tone setter, because whether it was Mike Mularkey or Mike Vrabel, they wanted to be a tough, physical, no-nonsense team, and that was Brian Orakpo in the locker room and on the football field. Not always showing up in the box score when it comes to stats and sacks, but was always a tough competitor who would create a tone for the Titans defense to go by, and a great leader, like you said.
Yeah, I'm happy for Rack. I think he stepped away the right time.
Sure.
And that's the most important, especially in this day and age with everything surrounding CT and all the injuries. I think he's content with when he actually walked away.
Yeah, so great football career for Brian Orakpo. Congrats to him. Now he moves on to cupcakes.
That's right, in Austin, Texas.
And that's today's Extra Point here on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.